Well, hi, everybody. My name is Greg Olsen. I'm the director of the New York State Office for Aging, and I am absolutely thrilled to have these three amazing people with me today. Risa Breckman, Art Mason, and Bonnie Brandel. June 15th is World Elder Abuse Awareness Month, where we take pause, really, not only in New York State, but across the nation, across the world, to highlight and try to get individuals engaged in helping to identify the signs and symptoms, to reach out, to stay connected so that we can combat abuse in all of its forms. Last year, for the first time in our history, the New York State Office for the Aging created a special award for the retirement of our longtime friend, Art Mason, called the Arthur Mason Advocacy Award. And obviously, Art received that award. We had a committee together to determine who would receive the second annual Arthur Mason Advocacy Award. And overwhelmingly, the sentiment was the lovely Risa Breckman. And I'm so pleased that you're here with us. Risa Breckman was the executive director for the New York City Elder Abuse Center, director of social work, the Division of Geriatrics and Palliative Medicine at the Weill Cornell Medical Center. Over 40 years in the business, a psychotherapist and a social worker by training. Risa has been instrumental in developing pioneering programs, guidelines, and forums on elder abuse since 1982, and is not just highly regarded. Somebody had said is a stalwart in the field, a shining light, who has done so much as a national leader in the field of elder justice. In addition to her work on the ground, she also raises awareness and educates on the topic through her writings. She has co-authored the influential book, Strategies for Helping Victims of Elder Abuse, the AMA Guidelines on Elder Abuse, and the Elder Justice Roadmap Report for the National Institutes of Justice. Again, her social work career started in 1982, but here's what some folks said about her. Risa is someone who is intellectually challenging, asking all the right questions, and ensuring the importance of research is not overlooked, a true pioneer. She's a collaborator who has worked to elevate the importance of multidisciplinary teams, especially in New York State, and networks in elder abuse through a national forum on the subject, the creation and spread of enhanced EMDTs, and co-founder of the National Network of State Elder Justice Coalitions. She also has promoted the inclusion of practitioner perspectives in elder abuse research and led an empirical understanding of the impact of non-abusing family, friends, and neighbors in the lives of elder abuse victims. Truly a giant in the field. And you'll hear more from our guests in a second. I'm proud and honored, really, to be able to present this award to you. I'd like to turn this over to my good friend, Art Mason, to present you with the text of the award, and obviously we will get that to you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Greg. And on a personal note, I just would like to add that Risa, the overused term is icon in the field. Risa truly is. When I started in this field back in 1989, her, believe it or not, videotapes, elders and the family work from service were just so cutting edge and ahead of the loop that people learned an awful lot from her. And she has, both in the trenches, micro and macro, been able to advance the field. She constantly is being referenced in terms of her knowledge, her input, and what is the latest going on in the field of elder mistreatment, which is actually the better term. So let me just say, Risa Breckman, in honor of your many years in combating elder abuse as co-founder and executive director of the New York City Elder Abuse Center, and as a leading elder justice professional for New York, and your leadership nationwide. Your exemplary career and commitment demonstrated excellence, resilience, passion, commitment, and outstanding leadership, and a never give up attitude to policy and program development, research and advocacy, and identifying and mitigating elder abuse in all its forms. You have saved many lives of many seniors. God bless you. And I would like to present this award to you at this particular time. Greg?
So why don't we turn it over to Bonnie Brandel?
Thank you, Greg and Art, for inviting me. And Risa, I'm so thrilled to be here and so honored to be part of this presentation to you that is so well deserved. I echo everything that Greg and Art have already said. And in thinking about what I wanted to share with you this morning, I was trying to think about what is the essence of an Art Mason Award. And the essence really is having a great impact on survivors and professionals who work with survivors and doing it with loving kindness. And so one of the things that I have loved about working with both of you, and you'll remember we met back in 1992 at a summit called Older Battered Women Summit, because that's what it was called in the day. We went out to dinner after that meeting and spent half of our time talking about work, but half of our time talking about family as well. And that's something that I have in common with both you and Art, is every time that I see you, we start with family, because that's what's most important. And if we're going to talk about elder justice and families living peacefully, we want to honor how we are with our families as well. And so I've always loved working with both of you and your commitment to family. You both have done amazing, impactful work in New York, both at Lifespan and with NYSOFA and in so many other ways. But you didn't just keep your gifts within your own state, you shared nationally. And with Art, I was able to work on some law enforcement curriculum and training, and with you to work on the Elder Justice Roadmap. And with both of those projects, what I loved in talking with both of you was the question always being, how is this going to impact the field? How can professionals and volunteers do a better job as a result of the work that we're doing? How will older victims and survivors' lives be changed as a result of what we're doing? So it was never how many articles could I get published, how many tweets could I send out, but it was really how do we make a difference? And but through those conversations and questions that you asked me, always lifted my game so that I was able to do better work as a result of working with you. And then finally, I think you are both role models of how to do this work with loving kindness. And you are fierce advocates for sure. I have been in meetings with both of you where you have challenged people and moved the field to a higher level. But if we're going to talk about what we want, what elder justice really means, it means treating people with dignity and respect. And Risa, you are the role model for figuring out that wonderful balance of how to challenge the field and move it forward, but to do it with such kindness and such compassion and such love, and really modeling the principles that we want throughout the elder justice field. So thank you so much for all that you have done for the field, the tremendous impact that you've had, and the role model that you've been to us about how to do this work with loving kindness.
Thank you so much, Bonnie. Risa, before we turn it over to you, I remember saying this when we gave the award to Art, and just listening to both of the comments of Art and Bonnie, it's almost like you're a staff person here. I hear your name all the time. Let's talk to Risa. Let's run it by Risa. But I think Art said it really well in terms of what the impact you had, and Bonnie as well, when they started their careers, and how you were already a mentor and a leader. And knowing that what you built and the legacy that you leave behind has been left in good hands, no different than Art's was when he left. I mean, you never really leave, but that you've built something so tremendous because it's innate within you, and your heart's in the right place, and not to mistake kindness for weakness, but doing all these things for the right reasons. And that what you have built with your partners, your friends, and other professionals is going to last forever. It's going to be a model for other states. You've changed the lives of professionals, as you've heard both from Art and Bonnie, to individuals, to families that really can't be quantified. And I'm sure as you're going through your retirement, your new retirement, people have reached out to you on the impact that you had on them. You probably had no idea. And I think that's what truly makes a really great leader, is people who are in it for the right reasons, and you always were, and did it with class. You've changed the state, you've changed the city, you've changed the nation. And this is a really great honor for the three of us to give you this honor today.
Wow. You know, thank you all so much for your incredibly gracious words. I am, you know, overwhelmed, and it's going to take me some time to process this. And I'm also, you know, a crier from way back. So because that's just, you know, another thing about me. But I'm deeply touched to have been selected for this year's Arthur Mason Advocacy Award. And Art, you have been a trailblazer and a tireless advocate for elder justice for decades, and have been an inspiration to so many, including me. It means so much to me that today I'm receiving this award from you, an award that has been created in honor of your own stellar career. And Bonnie, I am so grateful to you for being here as well, and for being a long time, lifelong colleague and collaborator, friend. I consider all of you family. And you're also another amazing elder justice advocate with an outstanding career. So it does mean so much that, you know, to me, that you're here today. And thank you, Greg, as well as to the others at NYSOFA involved in selecting me for this tremendous honor. And under your directorship, NYSOFA has been leading the way, collaborating with so many organizations throughout the state, including the Office of Victim Services, Lifespan, and the New York City Elder Abuse Center, but so many others, again, across the state, to make New York State a place where we can all safely grow old together. And what a privilege it has been to have contributed to this team effort. One other thank you. I had the good fortune of having worked for the past 20+ years at a very special place that, Greg, you mentioned, Weill Cornell's Division of Geriatrics and Palliative Medicine. I am thankful to the wonderful and supportive co-chiefs there and longtime colleagues of mine, Drs. Mark Lax and Ron Edelman, for having given me the opportunity to develop and grow the New York City Elder Abuse Center. And thankful to NYSEAC's outstanding team and tremendous partners for making such a positive difference in the lives of so many older adults. In closing, I just want maybe us to just reflect back and take a little trip down memory lane to decades ago, when there were just a handful of people working to stop elder abuse, neglect, and financial exploitation. And as more people joined in, we became a field. That was before we even knew of the term elder justice. It hadn't been created. And now we are a strong and dynamic movement made up of thousands of incredible people working together for elder justice throughout New York State, across the country, and around the world. And this is an unstoppable force for good that is stopping isolation and suffering, and, as Art mentioned, saving lives. And I'm so proud and grateful to have been a part of it. So I wish everyone a full and impactful World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. And thank you once again for honoring me with this award.
Well, thank you so much, Risa. And on this day, June 15th, 2021, congratulations on receiving the second annual Arthur Mason Advocacy Award for everything that you've contributed to, again, the city, the state, and the nation. Your legacy will live forever. So thank you all, and thanks for joining us. Art, Bonnie, Risa, congratulations, and happy Elder Abuse Awareness Day. Do your thing. If you see something, say something.
Thank you. Thank you.